Hello and welcome. It's Sports This Morning, reaching you from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. My name is Austin Okonakwan. We welcome our Lagos viewers, those in Benin, Abuja, and to you, wherever you are in the world watching us. Now let's talk sports. NFF Drama Series 22. Who's been working with us on this journey? Yes, the newly elected board under the leadership of Amaju Pinnick. We meet today in Abuja. Of course, you know they will discuss the Super Falcons, the Super Eagles, and of course a new contract for Coach Stephen Keshi. They also have in mind that today there will be a court ruling in Jos. Remember, two summons were served for the General Assembly and elections not to hold, but that Congress and elections went on today in Jos. The judge will be ruling on that, and the NFF might just receive a hammer for contempt of court and disobedience. Now, despite that ruling, the newly elected president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, has charged the Super Falcons to welcome him and his new board to office by winning the 9th edition of the African Women's Championship in Namibia. Amaju Pinnick says that the team should show their superiority in Africa by bringing in the trophy back to Nigeria. And for the men, Super Eagles skipper Vincent Inyama says there's no shaking as Nigeria prepared to take on Sudan in the 2015 African Cup of Nations qualifying game coming up on the 11th and 15th of this month in Khartoum and Abuja. The Super Eagles are in Abuja getting ready for that win game. In athletics, Vice President of the International Association of Athletics Federations, Lord Koi, has admitted that he's not cool with the nomination of Justin Gatlin for the World Athlete of the Year award. Koi says he has big problems with it since the 32-year-old sprinter has served 2 doping bans. Okay, let's come back to Nigeria, and we'll let you see highlights of this game between Juventus and AS Roma. AS Roma's captain Francesco Totti believes Juve should be given a separate league because he thinks they're being favored. A lot of controversies coming out of that game that Juventus defeated AS Roma by 3-2. We'll let you see highlights. We'll come back so much to talk about sports this morning on Channels Television. Stay with us. We'll be there.
From Totti is not a good one, and this is perfect Pirlo territory now. So Andrea Pirlo then from the free kick, he's gone over the top, he's struck the wall, and I think it's a penalty given. Handball was Maicon. Opportunity for the home side to take the lead on 27 minutes. Tevez has scored, and it is Juventus 1, Roma 0, 27 minutes played. So Rudy Garcia making his way up into the stands. Swings it into the danger area, it's over the top.
That's a penalty.
That is a penalty as well. Lichtsteiner has been shown a yellow.
Well, the referee is...
Foul on Totti. He has scored 8 goals in Serie A against Juventus. Can he make it 9? He does!
What an evening we've got.
Well, it's all as it was prior to the first penalty. 2 penalties, and Bonucci's been shown a yellow as well for arguing.
Well, someone else is getting booked. Totti's booked as well. This is, I think, the referee's got to show some common sense.
Here he is. Can he get away from Caceres? He has. Played in a good ball. Iturbe! Well, Roma have the lead. Here he goes, Tevez. And it is. It's 2-2. Tevez with the cross. It's a good one, but it's away by Roma!
So that's it. That game giving us a lot of talking points, and I'm sure the drama has not ended in that one. Juve beating AS Roma by 3-2. So that's it. Welcome on board Sports This Morning on Channels Television, wherever you are in the world watching us. We invite you to be part of the fun. 25 minutes of sporting action from all across the world. Action-packed world of sports in Nigeria. We're still taking a look at the drama series going on in the Nigerian Football Federation. As we speak, I'm sure the judge is already talking in Jos as regards that someone given to the Nigerian Football Federation not to hold the General Assembly and the elections. But Newly elected president of the Nigeria Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, and his new board will be meeting today in Abuja. They want to start the repositioning and rebuilding of Nigerian football. So they're not worried about what's going on in Jos. That's the drama for you. We will keep an eye on it. We also told you that the Super Falcons are getting ready for the 9th edition of the African Women's Championship that will take place in Namibia. That tournament will kick off on Saturday. Nigeria is still in Abuja. I'm hearing they will leave today or tomorrow for a championship that begins on Saturday. So much to talk about. And that's why I want to invite you to be part of the program. Remember that thread we have going on Twitter. We are asking you, do you believe in the selection of Coach Stephen Keshi as the Super Eagles get ready to play Sudan? Talk to us on Twitter with channels_sports and on Facebook with channels-sports. So much to talk about, action-packed world of sports. We invite you to be part of the fun. That's it, the feedback mechanism. On your screen, on Twitter again, is channels_sports, and on Facebook with channels-sports. Sending your questions, comments, and suggestions. We just want to have fun talking sports. Salam joins us, Natal. Good to have you on the program.
Yeah, it's always great to be here, Austin. And
we keep talking about it. It says it's looking like it's a never-ending drama. Drama Series 22.
I actually thought it was over.
It's not over.
No, I thought it was over, but yeah, the court case, like I said earlier, starts today. Will be aired today, so that's another very interesting one to look forward to what is going to happen eventually. But as far as I'm concerned, the NFF board is in place already. They're about to start working. That's all that matters to me. And just to prove to you that they're already working, and our newly elected president, Amaju Pinnick, has charged the Super Falcons. It says, bring us into office properly by winning the AWC Championship. But Taiwo, it's not looking good for Nigeria again. The tournament that begins on Saturday, the team is yet to leave. It's funny, but not in a good way at all. And I remember the coach was on one of the programs, recently, and he just couldn't give them a very simple answer. It was a simple question.
That's it. That's the right answer. Go and meet the NFF. I'm just about tactics, putting together a team. I'm the coach. Yeah. I shouldn't know about travel. When the NFF says move, we move.
Nah, but he should know about when. He should know when he's going to travel. He has the right to know when he will leave the country to go and represent Nigeria in Namibia. He has the right to know. So if he tells you he doesn't know, it shows you there's a major problem right there. It means really nobody knows when the girls will travel.
And that's not a good one because Nigeria has been dominating African football. Remember, the Super Falcons have won that trophy a record 6 times, and they're looking forward to gaining back their superiority. But not like this.
Yeah, definitely not like this. And I hope Nigerians are not expecting too much from these ladies and from these girls, because to whom much is given, much is expected. Right now, not a lot has been given to these girls this time around. There's no doubt about it. Preparations hasn't really been top notch at all. Yeah, we've seen they played a couple of friendly games, a series of games actually against young male sides in the country, but I feel that's just not enough for me. So hopefully they can go to the Nations Cup and do their best. But if they don't win, I'm not going to be here screaming my head out at all.
So that's it. Updates on the Super Falcons as they get ready for the 9th edition of the African Women's Championship in Namibia. Tara, let's talk about the men now.
Yes.
For them, it's a win or win game. They need to take 6 points from Sudan. They're getting ready. Skipper of the side, Vincent Ayama, says no shaking.
Yeah, hopefully that no shaking tag actually translates to all the other players, and they go into this game against Sudan in a confident mode. That'll be very key, and that's what you get when you start a qualifying series in a very bad way. 1 point out of 6. Not good enough at all. You're playing catch-up now, and you have to go away to a very hostile ground in Khartoum to play Sudanese side. Okay, obviously, they're not the best side in Africa. They look like the whipping boys of the group. But then, they're playing in front of their fans. They will give their all. So Nigeria has to be ready for that particular game against Sudan. If not, it might just be a disastrous one if Nigeria don't qualify for the Nations Cup in 2015.
Latest pictures of the Super Eagles in training in Abuja. You can see your screen there, Vincent Ayama, of course, Austin Ejide and the players are just touching the balls around. Good to see new players being invited in this team, but they must impress.
That's the key there. And when the list came out, a lot of people have issues with the list. We understand it's trying new players, but then surely if you want to bring new players into a national team setup, don't you want to do it during friendly games and not at the stage where you're going into a very crucial doubleheader against Sudan? This new guys here, I have a couple of the names right here: Aaron Samuel, Sunday Emmanuel, and Yora Ugona, as well as Hope Akman. These guys, they're not tried and trusted at all on international level. So I really don't understand the invitation of these guys at all. I'm a massive supporter of giving a coach the free hand to do whatever he wants to do and making the selections. But then sometimes you wonder, like, what is going on? How did they manage to get invitations into the national team?
And that's why we're not the coach. Remember, Coach Stephen Keshi has got all the magic. He's the big boss. So if he brings new players, he will, find a way to ensure that they impress. And that's why I want to get you talking again. What do you think? The new players that Coach Stephen Keshi invited to join the Super Eagles team for the crucial AFCON qualifying game against Sudan. I want to hear from you on Twitter or channels_sports. We'll get in some comments, but keep them coming. So quickly, let's talk about the Under-17 FIFA World Cup. We're getting ready. 2015, the next edition. Nigeria, current champions, and then Chile, they said they're ready. They've unveiled the logo. Yeah, it's time. The last one that was held in the United Arab Emirates, it's over now. It's time to move on. Nigeria will be going in there as defending champions, but then they will still have to play the qualifiers. Well, what that means is you have to start preparations early again, and the coach really has to start going around the country looking for the guys that represent Nigeria. I don't want to see anybody that was at the last tournament. I don't want to see them in the next one next year. So he has his work definitely cut out. Talents abound in the country. Go around, do your scouting properly, and then get a team for the country. Yeah. Would like to see visuals of that unveiling in Chile for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup. If we have that, I think we need to see it. But Tyrell, this is another point for that's it on your screen. Chile getting ready for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Nigeria are defending champions. We were impressive at the United Arab Emirates. We only need to consolidate.
Consolidate by actually putting up a good side again. Like I always say, the tournaments of this nature, it's not all about winning, even though we're all jubilated when we won the last time around. But it's not about winning. It's all about discovering and actually developing new players for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So that's the main thing for me right there. That's why I always advocate for the right players. The right players in terms of the ages should be selected for this particular competition.
So that's it. Chile getting set. That's it. Stadium getting ready and all of that. You see the president there. Football massive. Whenever football comes to town, the country doesn't sleep.
Definitely, and for advocates of grassroots football, we that like football at that very low level, exciting time for us. This is a time we actually get to see the future world stars in the game.